The UK Wolfpack, Cooking with the Wolf.
Hello and welcome back to Cooking with the Wolf, episode 2. On today's episode, Papa Wolf is giving his own twist on things and he's going to be mixing up with
spaghetti bolognese I'll be making. So today obviously I'll be making spaghetti bolognese. Good old spaghetti. This guy's going to be my camera guy for today because, you know, I've got my mince and I'm ready. But the first things we have to do is wash our hands.
And while Papa Wolf starts to wash his hands first, we're also going to be adding a special bit onto the end with a surprise afters. But stay tuned to see what that will be.
This is my own way of cooking spaghetti bolognese. So please mind that whatever I put in this, it ain't going to be the correct how you would make a spaghetti bolognese. This is how I would do it and what I've come up with over times of doing it and what I've said and to believe tastes really nice. But you know, anything else, it's all different preferences to everyone else. So yeah, just find stuff that you like. If it goes well, put it in there. It's good. But yeah, so the ingredients that I'm going to need is obviously mince. I'm going to need spaghetti. Right, so what I want is some tomato puree, bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some soy sauce, and to give it a bit of a spice, I'm going to use some spicy and zingy powder. So hopefully that tastes all good and goes well. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my pasta before I handle my red meat. The best way I would say is just however I'm good at freehand. I just cook to see how it looks. I look in there, I break a load, I look in there and I go, I'm going to need a bit more. It's better to do too much than too little. That's all I say. That's my little motto. So I get another pinch. Stuff it in there. It's nice. I say just a little bit more. As I'm feeding greedy people today. There you go. Right, I would say that'll be enough. Right, always keep your workplace tidy. You don't want mess and stuff everywhere. You know, it's not professional, it's not good. So what I'm going to do is put away the pasta that I just used, put away the rubbish, and then yeah. Right, now I'm going to put some hot water in this and get it there ready to cook on a low temperature. Right, as I put some water in here, I'm going to put a sprinkle of salt in my pasta so it doesn't stick, so it can move freely, and yeah, best thing to do is use a fork so you get it right in them and give it a little spin. That can go on, I would say, a 4. Yeah, I stick that on a 4 for now, and then once you simmer your mince and it's cooking down, it's doing what it needs to do, whack it up, and then done. Right. So for the main part, the mince, what I want to do is turn that up. This one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it on this one first. Turn that on. Full whack so I can cook my mince nice. flop. And that's done. And a fork, a separate fork to the pasta. And let that sit there. Once that's cooked, I'll be back at y'all. Stay tuned. Well, right now the minces become very brown. If you can see that you still got quite a few bit of red bits in there, a few red bits around here. You know that you want to make sure that your meat is fully brown before you add anything in, to make sure that the meat is cooked nice and yeah, you're not eating raw meat really. If you can notice, there's a lot of oil in this pan. That's just straight from the meat. Didn't add no oil, nothing. That's just from the meat, if you can see that. Once you've cooked your meat all the way brown or grey, whatever you see this as, fully all the way through, make sure you get rid of all that oil and grease, because some people like it, some people just leave it in there, chuck their seasonings in, their sauce, whatever. But that's where I like to be different. I'll remove the oil, I'll dispose of it nicely, go back to the heat, and then put my stuff in there, so then you don't get that orangey, oily stuff in the bottom of your plate. So yeah, I'm going to do that, make sure it's brown, and get back to you. Oh, hello guys. The meat is now brown. I'm going to turn the heat right down to a 1, 2, 3. Turn it down to a 3 and get rid of that disgusting oil. Right. As now the oil is being removed, give it a bit of a mix, and now you can start adding in what you would like. So, my first one, I'm going to add a bit of salt and pepper. Give it a mix. Because what you want to do is make sure all of your meat gets infused with the seasonings, with the sauce you're going to cook with it, with whatever you're putting in this dish, in with this meat. You want to make sure your meat gets it all. So the salt and pepper's done. What I want to do is add some tomato puree. See, I don't really like cooking from a recipe book. I'm more of a just throw it in and it goes well kind of guy. Remember, add by bit, because you can always add, but you can never take away. So if I added too much water in, I could take away the water, but then say if I've just put all my seasonings in and I've just put too much water in and I want to get rid of that water, I could either cook it, steam it out, but then I could end up cooking the food for too long, or if I tip it out, then you know I'm tipping away all my other stuff that I've just tipped in. So I'm going to add in a bit more of this. Like I said, I'm not going for a traditional spaghetti bolognese. I'm making my own twist of one. You want to make sure all this meat gets a lovely saucy coat with it. of spice. And some soy. You see how it's got very moisture now, it ain't so dry, it's got a bit of moisture to it, it's getting there. You know what, I'm going to add a bit of garlic to it as well. And I'm going to add a little bit more water to it. Well, that is done. Right, like I said, it's always good to keep your space all nice and tidy. So I'm going to put away my stuff. And then, if I need it another time, I can always get it back and put some more in. Oh, hey, that was close. Right, I've got some gravy here, because it's always good to have a bit of gravy, because if it's too runny because you put too much water in there, or the ingredients that you have put in makes it too watery, you put a bit of garlic, where am I going? A bit of gravy in it, and it thickens it right up. Give my pasta a bit of a stir, make sure it's not on the bottom, sticking. It's very simple, very easy to make, anything. Like, I know so many people that go, you know what, I want to make a bolognese, I can't be bothered to cook tonight, I can't be bothered to do this, so I'm just going to cook a bolognese. Bolognese takes so easy, very little effort, very cheap as well. Waiting for the pasta to cook. Once the pasta's cooked, it's dinner time. Papa Wolf, UK Black Wolf, and Feist. Right. So my pasta's getting there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my sauce that's in my mince. Yeah, that's really good. Got that tangy, spicy flavour at the back of your throat. Tastes really nice. What I'm going to do is try some pasta, see if it's cooked. Make sure it's nice and soft, not hard, not a bit not, I won't say stale, but you know, a bit firm. I want to make these nice and soft. Maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops, and it should be done. Bolognese, or spaghetti bolognese, however you want to call it, spag bowl, you know. It goes well with quite a lot. Bit garlic bread goes banging with it. A lot of foods garlic bread goes well with. You know, that's another cheap thing you can get. Tastes nice, goes well with anything. So just waiting process now, and yeah, we'll be serving up soon. So it's time to drain my pasta, make sure everything's off. Be careful because steam is very hot, and so is the cooker. So anytime you're dealing with hot foods, sharp knives, sharp scissors, just make sure you be careful. Right, so for the finishing touches, what I'm going to do, cheese. Can't be a bolognese with a bit of cheese. And that's that, spaghetti bolognese. Quick, easy, simple, quick meal. Well, that was cooking with the wolf. This is how you make a bolognese, and now it's time for the ratings. Our food specialist, our taster, isn't in today, so we've got to do it the old-fashioned way ourselves. Let's see how good this tastes. Let's get a bit of skitty. Spaghetti, you know. Really nice. Really nice. I'll give this I'll give this a good 9 out of 10 Wolfpacks. Yeah, definitely. But stay tuned, because I've got a little surprise for the end. I'm going to go enjoy my food, and yeah. Well, welcome back, and that food was banging. That absolutely was really nice. Couldn't eat it all. Very filling, very delicious, full of flavour. Right now, I've got a little surprise for y'all. I'm making chocolate cornflake cakes. So what I'm going to do is get my chocolate, put it in a saucepan, melt it down, chuck some cornflakes in there, give it a mix, make sure that's all covered in chocolate and goodness. Get my white chocolate. I'm going to melt this down and tip it over the top, stick it in the fridge till it goes hard, and there you go. You got yourself basically chocolate cornflake cake, or chocolate cornflakes, whatever you want to do. This is absolutely really delicious. It's crunchy, full of sweetness and chocolate. Basically, diabetes on the plate. That's all I can say. So I'm going to break up this chocolate into individual squares, so it's easier and better to melt down. The best thing is, don't have it straight on the heat. This is when you make the chocolate go weird. It won't go right. It won't melt. It'll burn. So you want to keep it just above the heat, but so you can get the heat and the pan gets hot. The chocolate melts, but then you don't burn it. There is other ways how you could melt this, and it could be you put water in a saucepan on a medium heat, so it keeps it hot, boiling, but not too hot that obviously you evaporate your water or whatever. But you heat up a load of water in a saucepan with a heat resistant bowl. You can put your chocolate in that bowl and then put it in the water, and you can just wait for it to melt. That's one way, but I haven't got a heat resistance bowl, so I'm going to do it this way. Just basically keep it just above the heat, not directly on the heat. As you can see, it's melting. So yeah, it's working really well. Done it like this a few times, you know. Yeah. But yeah, let me know what other desserts, foods, anything, drinks, sides, vegetarian dishes, religious dishes, you name it. You let me know what you want to see getting cooked. You let me know what you want to see get destroyed. You know, I'm not saying that I'm the best cooker out here, best chef, can cook, can do anything, you know, because that would just be lies. I'm just your ordinary person that's got a bit of common sense that knows how to cook. You know, one of them ones. Right, so that's nice and melted, as you can see. Look at that. Lovely, 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 lovely. Way, yeah? Right, I want to make sure that gets quite a bit runny. Make sure that's right down. Keep stirring it. Yeah, nice, 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 nice. Right, once that is done, what you want to do is remove it from the heat and throw in your cornflakes. And give that a good mix. You want to make sure every little millimetre, the millimetre of the millimetres of each part of that cornflake is covered in chocolate. That's what you want. That's what you need to do. You're going to get the chocolate from the bottom, bring it to the top. Just don't worry if you crush the cornflakes. Don't worry. You just want to get it covered, absolutely covered. That's hurting my phone. can see, it's got there, all nice. Keep mixing it, making sure you get all that chocolate around them cornflakes. And what I like to do, stick it on a tray. Stick it on a tray like this, not too big, not too small. Like that. Just make a nice, I won't say flatten it, but you know, make it a bit thick, but give it a bit of a flatten down to each end, each side, you know. Make sure it's all nice and level. You don't want a nice big chunk over here and then you got a little thin bit over there. You want it near enough even all the way through. Give it a little squash down, patting it down. Right, that's that. Nice and melted down. Now this can get tipped right over the top. So what you want to do is just slowly drizzle it. Over the top like this. Ah, that is hot. Just scraped it there. Right, so that pot, hot water, done. Don't want no chocolate sticking to my pots. Right, so now I'm going to stick this in the fridge so it goes hard. I would say roughly about 20 minutes, half hour. If you want it faster than that, stick it in the freezer. It's never going to hurt you. It's just a bit of chocolate, bit of cornflakes, you know. So I can go in there. I can go in there. All nice. Job's done. Well, like I've said, let me know what wants to be cooked. Drinks. Let me know if there's any religious stuff that you want to do. If there's any kids meals. I don't know. Any posh meals. Just bits of scraps and scrops here and there. Let us know in the comments below. Yeah, it just either leave the what the name of the meal is, or give us a bit of the ingredients. Let us know what we have to do. Say you have to do this, do that. It's either you can private message us, or you can just comment on the video below on YouTube. But all our links to all our social medias will be in the description below. So you have your Facebook, you have your TikTok, you have Snapchat, you have it all, okay? But yeah, that was Cooking with the Wolf, episode 2. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you soon.